The Duke University Golf Club, located in Durham, North Carolina, opened for play in September 1957. Designed by Robert Trent Jones Sr., one of the most prolific and influential architects of the 20th century, and renovated in 1993 by his son, Rees Jones, the course has long been recognized as one of the finest university courses in the nation and among the best public access venues in the Southeast. Located adjacent to the four-diamond Washington Duke Inn, the Duke University Golf Club serves as home base for both varsity golf teams and regularly hosts U.S. Open local and sectional qualifying events, as well as many statewide and sectional PGA tournaments. We hope you'll find time to test your game at the golf club and enjoy the amenities offered by the Washington Duke Inn. This 1950s classic design begins with a sweeping right-to-left hole that narrows the further you play into the dogleg. Your options are to bravely hug the left side for a shorter iron reward, or play into the generous landing zone on the right side of the fairway. But take caution not to drive too far long right, as the severe slope can easily result in a lost ball. The sculpting of the first green will quickly reveal that you'll need to keep your ball below the hole location, although this isn't easy because of the two deep bunkers protecting the frontal approach. This opening hole confirms the Jones Sr. philosophy that a hole should present a difficult par but an easy bogey. If you can par this first one, you're off to a great start. The second hole, another par 4, appears to ask for a right-to-left drive similar to the first. But don't believe your eyes. Instead, choose the more forgiving option of driving straight away while still having an opportunity to catch the left center fairway speed slot to shorten the hole. This green flows away from the player short left to long right, requiring a second shot that precisely combines line and distance. Select enough club to carry the front bunker without going long, or play into the flat landing area short left of the green, leaving you with a relatively easy pitch for a one-putt par. This short but wonderfully exacting par 4 calls for a chess move decision off the tee. You can choose a straight approach from the tee to the throat of this small shielded green, but you'll have to flirt with the right side fairway bunker on your drive. The left side is clearly the safer choice, but it will require a precise iron from an angle over the front left bunker. An approach that flies long brings water into play, and a left or right miss will likely find a bunker. Either option will present yet another early test, as this is the smallest green on the course. Jones Sr. loved to prove that great par 3 holes don't have to be long. This little devil is framed by gallery mounds behind the green with bunkers short left and long right. Although the short yardage suggests an opportunity for birdie, you'll have to negotiate the two-tiered green that is fronted tightly by Sandy Creek. As always, do your best to keep the ball below the hole location. This straightaway par 4 turns back towards the hotel, so note that the wind you've experienced on the starting holes will now be coming in the opposite direction. The generous fairway tilts left to right and moves downhill at 130 yards out from the green. If a wedge shot off a hanging downhill lie to a slightly elevated green gives you pause, consider laying back off the tee to achieve a level lie on your approach. This green is bisected by a protruding crest that separates the front right side of the green. If you play your ball to the correct side of the ridge, you'll have a very makeable chance for a bird. The sixth is the last par 4 on the front side, and it's a challenging one. Anything left of the cart path invites real trouble. If your errant drive catches the hillside rough, the ball has a chance to kick into the fairway. This green design is the mirror image of number 2, in that it runs short right to long left and includes a relatively severe back-to-front pitch. An approach that goes long will suffer a sharp drop-off from the green. Once on the green, beware, 3 putts aren't uncommon. This outstanding par 5 is a course management puzzle. Beginning with the drive, this dogleg right tempts you to aggressively fly the bunkers flanking the inside corner. If you succeed, you'll be rewarded with an opportunity to reach the green in 2. Before you play the approach shot, take into account the entire green complex. Nestled into the hillside with Sandy Creek in front, the green is surrounded by bunkers ready to gather any misplayed wedges. This putting surface is the most severely sloped double-tier green on the course. While hole locations on the upper tier rarely yield birdies, the goal is to have your ball stop on the same tier as the pin. Should you miss this green, you'll have to invoke the spirit of Seve Ballesteros to help you save your par. This uphill par 3 has an elevated ridge diabolically snaking through the center of the green. Be sure to select enough club to carry the ball over the deep bunkers guarding the front. A birdie opportunity will require finding the correct level of this tricky 3-tiered green. The front side closes with the friendliest hole on the course. It's a reachable dogleg left par 5 that is known for yielding lots of birdies and the occasional eagle. Smash your drive with the preferred right-to-left flight to find a clear view of this picturesque green complex featuring the elegant Washington Duke Inn in the background. Don't be shy about going for this large green, as it should hold a lower trajectory shot played with a fairway wood, hybrid, or long iron. Put up a good number here and head into the back 9 with some momentum. After making the turn, it's time to buckle your seatbelt for the Jones Championship Design back 9. The par 4 10th bends gently right between a fairway bunker and overhanging trees. The approach shot plays shorter than the yardage, so if you're between clubs, it's best to select the shorter option. This green is guarded by a left side bunker and a steep drop-off for anything long. While the surface is receptive and relatively flat, it is loaded with subtle breaks that have resulted in many head-scratching misreads. Here begins the start of Duke's own version of Amen Corner. This par 5 flows downhill right to left, where a well-struck tee shot can get a boost down the hill and put you into the go zone. If attempting to reach in 2, you'll likely be hitting from a downhill lie to a green fronted by Sandy Creek and flanked with greenside bunkers. If you do decide to lay up, favor the right side for the best angle into the green. Stuff it close and drain the putt. Playing further into the corner, we arrive at one of Duke's photographic gems. From any tee location, you'll love the challenge presented by this scenic par 3. This hole surely confirms the fact that water has an uncanny ability to collect all those shots hit with hope rather than confidence. Like Augusta's number 12, swirling winds can surprisingly influence where your ball ends up. So increase your odds by going to the center of the green to achieve a tidy par. This short par 4 is deceptively difficult. It has typically yielded the highest over par average during our collegiate events. A few players can reach the green with a power drive. However, the reward is rarely worth the risk, and our best advice to you is to hit your fairway finder off the tee. The green is bordered by a pond catching anything to the right and is flanked throughout by bunkers left and long. Play to the center left of the green and then manage a 2-putt for a well-earned par. A grip it and rip it par 5, number 14, is the last easy opportunity for a birdie on the backside. With a tee shot into the wide landing zone and no bunkering in the fairway, this hole encourages you to give it a go in 2. If you can't reach, keep left for the best position into the largest green on the course. Trust your putter to handle the rest. The 14th can yield plenty of birdies, so try and take advantage before the tough finish ahead. The Duke Jones corner finishes with a slightly uphill par 3 that is the longest on the course and consequently designed to hold a long iron or hybrid shot. It is defended by a small but dicey bunker on the left and a monstrous bunker on the right that will deliver an automatic bogey for all but the best greenside bunker players. The objective here is to take dead aim at the center of the green and secure an uncomplicated par. If you miss, short left is the best up and down opportunity. The sharp dogleg right 16th begins from a set of tee boxes that offer the highest elevation on the golf course. Put some air under your tee shot and launch one over the trees for one of the most thrilling shots on the course. A more sensible drive down the fairway leaves an approach that plays a full club uphill to a difficult green fronted by a punitive bunker. The green is bisected into 2 distinct left and right tiers, both of which pitch sharply back to front. If you miss the correct hole location tier, you'll be challenged to manage a 2-putt. The best classically designed courses take golfers on an invigorating journey through every club in the bag and every corner of the mind. The last 2 holes at Duke are long par 4s played into a prevailing wind that demand quality golf shots. The fairway at the 17th features massive undulations and the approach shot plays slightly uphill. Once on, you'll be met with one of the slipperiest putting surfaces on the property. Almost every hole location will severely test your lag putting. Many matches have been decided here. If you thought 17 played tough, this finishing hole is somehow even more difficult. Your drive should favor the right side, keeping away from the left side fairway bunker. For your second, the front of the green narrows between 2 bunkers, so the safest play for most hole locations is going deep into the back of the green. We hope you'll be able to finish the round with some great putting, shake hands, and look forward to your next opportunity to tame this Robert Trent Jones Sr. and Rees Jones masterpiece.